Welcome everyone. Welcome to Physics by Aaryan. For those who don't know me, I am Aaryan Mehra. Today I will be taking IIT Jam 2024 full guidance session. In this session, I have touched each and every aspect. Whatever is possible, I have tried to cover it. That starting from what is about IIT Jam until the very practical approach for IIT Jam 2024 exam. All the things that I will say will be 110% practical. They can be executed in a practical life along with your normal life or your BSc degree or whatever you are doing along. So that will be my main motive. So about me, for those who don't know me at all, I have done my MSc Physics from IIT Delhi. My IIT Jam rank was also 152, based on which I got the IIT Delhi in 2020. It was a COVID batch. For 1 year, I was there under the COVID batch, and 1 year I was there in offline session. Okay. Then I moved to PhD in SENSE, IISc. SENSE is a nanotechnology department of Indian Institute of Science. Okay. After 1 year of PhD, I realized that I love teaching, and then I decided to quit my PhD and join as a IIT JEE advanced faculty in Bansal Pathshala. I was lucky enough that I was recruited directly to the advanced post. Usually people get JEE advanced faculty, they become JEE advanced faculty after 4 or 5 years. But based on my experience and knowledge, they directly gave me the post, and now I am teaching to JEE advanced students. So let's begin the session, today's session. So to begin with, in this session, I will basically cover three things I will be covering. Number one, why, what, and how. What is IIT Jam exam? Why you should give IIT Jam exam, and how you can prepare for IIT Jam exam. These three things I will be answering in this session. Okay. So let me start very quickly. So number one question which I will be answering is why? Why IIT Jam? So through IIT Jam exam, we all know. You cannot hear me. Some people are saying you should start. Hello. Can you all hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is already started. Yeah, it's already started. Some people were giving telling in the comments to start. Okay. So why IIT Jam? So through IIT Jam, we know we can get either MSc Physics or MSc Geophysics, MSc Medical Physics, MSc Astronomy, and MSc Atmospheric Physics. All these degrees are in IITs. Either in the top IITs or the newly built IITs, you can get MSc degree. Now, other than MSc degree, you all know you can also get integrated PhD. What is integrated PhD? You know, MSc plus either you can do MSc, also you can do PhD together. So it is roughly a 6-year course in which you can do MSc and PhD together. But MSc Physics course from IITs, that is the main part of IIT Jam. That is a craze why people give this IIT Jam exam. IIT has a life set. Why people think that? What is the main motive behind the Jam? Why people start giving Jam? Why they want to do the MSc degree from IITs? Is it still worthy to do MSc? Should we take a drop for such a degree, which might or might not give us the placements? Okay, what should be our approach towards this exam? So that is what I want to cover today. Should you do MSc or should you don't do MSc? What should be your approach towards MSc? So let's see. So if you see, why IIT? Why IIT? In IIT, number one thing that comes to mind is jobs. That are there enough jobs if I do MSc from IIT? Should I need to worry about jobs once my MSc from IIT is done? So my answer to you is, there are 9 kind of jobs that you can actually get if you do an MSc from an IIT. Number one, you can either become a teacher. So all these salaries or all these jobs which I am mentioning, they are very practical jobs. I have seen people of MSc taking up these jobs. I was the placement coordinator in IIT Delhi. I know what companies comes to placement, how they hire the people, and can MSc student get these jobs? Yes, MSc student actually has got these 9 jobs. There are more than 9 jobs, but MSc people can get these 9 jobs in IITs. Number one is teacher, which is definitely for sure a very famous job for any physics person. Many coaching institutes and many private colleges directly come to IIT for the direct recruitment of faculty in their institution. Now, the main thing is, please do not disturb the screen. Okay, it is a request. Please do not write anything on the screen. Otherwise, I have to stop it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone is, someone is raising the hand. Do you have any question, anything, or any voice issue? Okay, so let's move on. Now, in terms of these teaching jobs, I want to give you some company names. Number one company name I can say is Byju's. EdTech companies, big EdTech companies, Byju's, Unacademy, Bansal classes. Then there is Physics Walla coming. Every year I have seen out at least 50 to 100 companies coming up and giving up the jobs to the students directly. They are not looking for engineers. They are particularly looking for people who have master's degree in physics. Also, many private colleges, including your LPU, including your Manipal University, you won't believe that their salaries are over 1 lakh rupees per month. At the very beginning of your career, you will be earning more than 1 lakh if you are getting into these jobs. Okay. Now, let's say second job, product manager. I am very sure that most of you must not have heard about this job. This job is about product manager. So what is this job about? Product manager job is like many edtech companies have many courses. Who will take responsibility of those courses? Who will make sure that all the content is right? Who will make sure that all the teachers are well organized with each other and they are working together and all the products are going very nicely. All the courses are being offered very nicely. Who will design those courses? Who will actually be making sure that what students want or what students do not want? You will be the people who will be doing that. Many companies like edtech companies, I was also offered one job in as a product manager at 12 lakh CTC. Okay, 12 lakh CTC I was offered and I didn't prepare anything for the interview. I was directly given the job after 20 minutes interview in the IIT and the company name was textbook.com. You can actually check that. This is a very big edtech company. Then third type of jobs is, so they come for 2 types of job, either product manager or a program manager. So both these roles are open. Then fourth role is manager roles. Now logistic industry. Anyone know what is logistic industry? Logistic industries, if anyone knows. You must have heard about this.
Flipkart, Walmart, etc.
Yeah, Flipkart is one of them. Zomato, Swiggy, right? All these companies, delivery companies. These are logistic industries. They need a managers because the pressure is very high. Every day there are so many things to come and so many parcels to go out, and they need a manager who can manage all of their center. Let's say there is a center in a Delhi, and there is a one person who can handle entire center and all the people working under him. So these type of roles are given to both engineers, MSc people, MTech people, all sort of degrees people who are doing degrees in the IITs. There are so many such manager roles which comes not only in logistic industry but also in IT industry. In IT, they need some sort of coding, but in logistic industry specifically, manager roles do not require any sort of coding. They just directly hire, and the salary starts again. I will be saying 12 LPA. 12 lakh per annum. That is a basic salary. 1 lakh per annum is a must basic salary in IITs. Some people are also offered little less, but if you give 2-3 interviews, I am very sure that you can easily grab 12 lakh LPA. Then technical assistant and tool operations. There are some private companies, for example, materials engineering companies. Then there is a LAM research, solid state material research companies. All these companies have so many tools which are operational under them. Let's say during your MSc, you know how to operate XRD machine. you know how to operate Raman spectroscopy machine, then what you can put them in your CV. And then these companies actually want people who knows the basic experimental techniques, basic electronic experiment, and which are taught to you in MSc. By the way, in IITs they teach you electronics experimental, and then these companies need people who can handle the tool and make sure that that tool works. And there is a training between they give you the tool. Before they give you tool, there is a 4 to 6 months of training. So that is also one sort of job which is very much famous in IITs, technical assistants and tool operations in the private companies. Then there is a data science and basic programming. Whenever this word comes, we heard that, okay, you have to learn data science by yourself and so on and so forth. Trust me, there are so many groups in IITs. If you join that club or you join that group, you will automatically learn data science. They are such a enthusiastic people. You just have to get with them. They will guide you each and every step. They are more expert than you. They are more experienced than you. Just get with them. They will teach you how to get data sets, how to learn data sets. And trust me, students of my class, just 2 to 3 months of coding, 12 lakh per annum. That's it. Just 2 to 3 months of coding. Because companies just need a person who just knows who is Python, what is Python, what does Python do, what is a basic algorithm approach, just the basics, and they hired the person. They give you the 6 to 1 year of training. If you are thinking about going for the job, or if you need a job just after MSc, data science and basic programming can be the way for you. But let's say you love coding and you want to change your shift your career to coding itself, then you can learn coding for 2 extensive years and then apply for the jobs of consulting. Consulting jobs are much more paying. All the big packages that you heard in IIT are based on consulting jobs. All the 1 crore plus packages which you have heard, or all the 20-30 lakh per annum jobs are from consulting. But it needs more coding. It needs more coding brain. It needs more algorithm information. If you can, or if you want to, you can try for this, because there are infinite jobs of consulting coming up in IIT. Companies actually don't find enough people to hire. That is the situation regarding consulting in IITs. So even if you can make sure that you are above average or at least average, the companies will hire you in consulting. And trust me, the salaries in consulting are at least 18 to 15 lakhs per annum. That is a minimum salary in consulting. Okay, no one hires less than that. Then I have some people who also work in finance and basic banking after MSc in physics. So how this works, again, there are some firms who need their accounts to be sorted or something. I don't exactly know what those people do, but I have one guy who did in my class who did an MSc physics, and then he got placed in banking. It was finance and banking company. It was MNC, and he got placed in Bangalore. I think his salary was little less. I think it was 9 LPA, but still I have to check how you can actually get this kind of jobs. But yes, that possibility is also there. So if you want to go into the high money system or finance and banking, that is also one of the approach. Then sales. Now, sales is one of the kind of the job which is available to anyone. It's not just available to IITs, but to every college student. The one of the field you can enter is sales. So sales is, I would say, you should not go for sales, but yes, many sales jobs are also there. These are very kind of hectic jobs. You have to complete the targets and so on and so forth. You have to call the people, to call the companies. People does not means the normal people, regular people like us. People means the people from the companies, because it is your company is selling products to some other companies. So you have to call other companies and sell them your product. So this is what sales people do. But sales jobs are almost available to anyone. I can guarantee you, you don't need IIT to get into sales job. But these are the 8 jobs which you can definitely get. What is the purpose? I'm telling, if you decide that you only need job, you don't want to continue in physics, or even if you want to continue in physics, but you are perfectly okay with teaching or managing the tool, then I would say IIT, you will definitely get a job in IIT if you will prepare for it. I can guarantee you that. But most of the people do not prepare for the placements. They do not sit in the placements. Then in that situation, no one can give you the placement. Okay. So with this, I think any question for why IIT? Any particular question regarding that?
सर इन दिस फील्ड जैसा हम देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर बहुत सारी जॉब्स हैं, बट
Yeah,
बेसिकली अगर कहा जाए, हम जो जो हमारा डोमेन है, कोर सब्जेक्ट है फिजिक्स,
yeah.
उसका नॉलेज के बेस पर ये लोग हमें हायर करते हैं, या फिर सिर्फ एक टैग लग जाता है? हालांकि नॉलेज तो आएगा ही अगर आईआईटी में जाने के बाद, बट एक टैग लग गया तो सिर्फ फिजिक्स से हमने कर रखा है, फिर भी अदर अदर फील्ड में ये क्यों हमें सेलेक्ट कर लेते हैं?
Yes, yes. So there is no degree as such as manager. You can do MBA, but I tell you why they hire you. They need a people who can solve problems. And in physics, every day we are solving the problems. You have that capability. Physics does not teach you only the facts; they also teach you the skills to solve the problems. Very basic daily life problems, manager problems. Like let's say you become a product manager, program manager. You have done so many courses, you have done so many degrees. You know how should the course be designed. You know what teacher, what student wants, and that is what why they hire you. Also, they need an educated kind of people who can actually know how to do the hard work. They basically need hardworking people, and not just physics. They hire maths, chemistry, because these jobs do not require any subject specialization. They do not require mechanical engineering, they do not require computer science engineering, they do not require physics. They need a person who can handle the problems, and as a physics student you can handle the problems. In interview they simply ask you the questions, basic questions. Okay, let's say you are in this situation, what you will do. Let's say you are in that situation, what you will do. There are so many websites I can tell you where you can practice these kind of questions, and you will realize, okay, yeah, it's a good kind of job. I go to 9 a.m. in the morning, I come back 5 p.m. in the evening, and then I can do whatever I want with my life. Or that kind of you also, some people might need stability. People think, okay, no, I want to go into the education field, so I will go as a teacher or a product manager. Or if you want to go into core research or become a scientist, then there is a different approach for that. So just because you have a problem solving ability, that company is hired. Okay, what
ओके,
else?
थैंक यू।
Yeah, anything else, any question?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
So, why will they hire us? Like, we are MSc students. Why will they hire us and not the BTech students? But I mean, in mostly IITs, they don't open their placement cell for MSc students.
Okay, so wrong information, and second I will tell you why. So IIT placement goes on for 12 days. That is what I have seen. 12 days, 13 days placements goes on. In 4 days, all the BTechs are hired. Okay. In first 4 days, all BTechs are gone. They either get one job or two jobs, and then they keep on deciding which job to get. Then comes the time for MSc people. Then you directly apply. So all the jobs which are left, they are more than 300, 400 jobs which are still left. And trust me, more than 200 go still remains left, because MSc student do not apply. I don't know why someone has told MSc student that you are not capable for these jobs, so don't apply. The same question you having in mind. Why will they hire us? Why will they hire an engineer? What will an engineer do as in a product manager, which you cannot do? Tell me. What special an engineer will do? I can understand if it is a coding job, they will hire a coder. But let's say you are not, it's not a coding job, then why they will hire an engineer just for something which only need an information of basic online tools, basic digital marketing tools, basic management tools? Why will they need an engineer? They need a person who can easily learn technology, who can solve the problems, and that is available in MSc students. So they hired me. Actually, I can tell you, program manager, I applied. I was not in mood to apply, but I applied. I gave the test. I scored very bad in that test. I scored only 20 marks out of 100. Then they took my interview. And in my interview, they just asked me 4 or 5 basic questions. And then based on that, they give me the job. That's it, because they need people. That's it. They have not came for interviewing you. Most of them have just came to see you. Okay, this is how you look. Okay, just give them a job. But the main issue is people do not prepare for that. People, MSc students think that I should not prepare for jobs, and they do not sit in MSc placements. You can ask any person who is doing MSc. He will say we don't get job because their seniors have never applied. They have never applied, and hence they don't get the job. I applied. I worked as a placement coordinator. My other classmates also applied. They also got the job. My juniors also applied. They also got the job. So yes, these jobs do not require any subject specialization. That is why they hire you, because you are a smart, you have qualified an entrance exam, you have undergone a good amount of courses in IITs, you know how to manage time, you know how to work hard. That is what a company needs. That's it. Right?
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you so much.
What else? Anything else?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, tell me.
Can you put some light on DRDO PARC jobs?
Yeah, I will definitely put a light on that. I am taking another detailed session on BRC DRDO. I am not taking it today because that is not a part of IIT. You can go to BRC through any institute. You don't need to be in IITs just for BRC or to go to BRC. So I am taking one detailed session on BRC DRDO jobs as well. So I will discuss in depth about that in that session. Okay.
Okay,
Anything
thank you.
related to IIT or private jobs you want, I can give you an answer today.
Sir, I have a little query.
Yes.
Uh,
Tell me.
Basically, sir, actually, when we crack IIT Jam, so हम क्या करते हैं, हम IIT से हम MSc फिजिक्स कर लेते हैं. बट कई सारे IIT में से अभी आपने प्रीवियस स्लाइड में देखा है कि IIT से जियो फिजिक्स करते हैं बच्चे, एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स.
Yeah. So let's say you do a BSc in geophysics. Now,
दैट
in
मींस कि
geophysics
सैलरी में
also,
और काफी
yeah,
जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी दिला.
yeah. So in geophysics, atmospheric physics, energy physics, there are also companies who are hiring. For example, Vedanta comes every year to IITs to hire geophysics people. Okay, but the main thing you have to understand here: do you know geophysics? Can you do geophysics? If you can do geophysics, you can study geophysics. Go for it. You have a better chances to get a job which is specific to your field. Let's say you only want to work as a geophysicist, then you will get a job as a geophysicist in Vedanta. I can tell you the role is geophysicist, but mostly you will also be doing manager kind of job. In their company, there will be something, they will be extracting out some sort of minerals. You will be just need to calculate the concentration every day and just put that in the logbook. That is all job, but only you can do that. That is why they hire you. Okay, so in that also salaries are good, and I would say you can also go for geophysics, but go for geophysics only when you think that you can study geophysics, because geophysics is boring. I can guarantee you, because I have qualified UPSC geophysics, both prelims and mains. I can tell you how hard it was for me to study geophysics. It was extremely boring subject. I was not able to complete 2 books. It is that boring. You have to remember so much. But if you like that subject, then I think you can also choose for geophysics. I will very specifically mention one thing. Doesn't matter how much badly you want the job, how bad you want the job. Let's say your family conditions are very poor and you need a job right now, or you need a financial independence right away. Still take 1-2 years of your life and go for that field only in which you actually like, or in which you actually want to progress. Okay, if you really think that okay, physics is a good career for me, just then go for MSc physics. If you think I enjoy physics, then go for MSc. Data science is also not very different than physics. If you once you will start studying algorithm, then you will say, okay, these kind of calculations I was doing in physics, now I am doing in computer science. That's it. If you only enjoy geophysics, I can tell you, only then go to geophysics. Then otherwise don't go. Okay. But geophysics has some more jobs. I can guarantee that. What else?
सर अगर हमें नॉलेज ही नहीं है कि हमने तो जस्ट नॉलेज किया है, हमें सिर्फ फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मैथ्स के बारे में पता है, नहीं पता एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स क्या होता है, जियोफिजिक्स.
Just take one book of geophysics, read 2 chapters. If you enjoy that, go for it. Otherwise, don't.
और सर बेसिकली हमें फिजिक्स, ऐसा किसी ने सीनियर ने कहा था कि अगर सिर्फ हम फिजिक्स भी लेते हैं ना तो ज्यादा बेहतर रहता है आज के में, अगर हम किसी जियोफिजिक्स या इनकम में जाए, क्योंकि हमारे पास फिर ऑप्शन नहीं रहते हैं. अगर हम सिर्फ फिजिक्स करते हैं तो वहाँ पे ज्यादा ऑप्शन होते हैं जॉब के.
What option is not there? You can become teacher, yes. Even after geophysics, you can become product manager, yes. You can become program manager, yes. You can become manager roles, yes.
Okay, that means एक अच्छा लगे वो हम कर सकते हैं अगर चाहे।
Yes, the options which closes are of
I-
government jobs. Government
हम्म,
jobs options are not open. Why? Because in India, people think only job which is there is government job. Otherwise, you don't have any job. That is also approach. People don't go for careers, they go for government jobs. So one thing which I will tell you is you cannot apply to BARC if you are geophysics, but you can apply to other PSUs through geophysics. So it is balanced. You can apply to UPSC geophysics if you have a geophysics career. So it is compensated. So now, if you have a plan to go for PhD, then yes, less chances are there that you will get a good PhD if you have geophysics. Other than PhD, I don't think there is any loss of doing geophysics. One loss is if you don't enjoy geophysics, then it's a problem.
Sir, which subject you most prefer? Medical science, geophysics, astrophysics, etc. Or
I would say
general physics?
medical physics. I will personally think if you get into medical physics and you really enjoy the medical physics, it's a very good paying job. Why? Because it's a very adventurous job. You get to do many things on a daily basis. Second of all, you will learn about the new field. And personally thinking, I will choose personally physics because I love physics. Other than that, if you don't have any very strong feeling for physics and you are open for exploration, then you can go for medical number 1, geo number 2, and then physics 3. If you
Okay.
are open to exploration. But if you really think very nicely or you have a deep concepts in physics, then stay with physics.
Okay, that means firstly, if you know medical
Yeah.
physics और सर रेडियोलॉजी फिजिक्स नाम से भी कोई डिपार्टमेंट होता है या मेडिकल फिजिक्स के अंडर ही आता है रेडियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट?
It is under that only, but there are different diplomas in radiology. MSc in medical physics is different thing. Diploma in radiology is different thing. You can choose either both. You can do both of them. Means either one or other. Yeah. But don't do medical physics from any institute. There are many institutes which just make people fool. There are, I will tell you which institutes are good. In one more session, I will tell you that. I have one person from medical. I will bring him and he will guide you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now let's move on to next thing. So what I want to discuss is once we know why IIT, number one thing which we were discussing was jobs. Other than jobs, what are the other benefits? See, they have a very well designed curriculum. So all the courses which you should know are there in your syllabus. It is not that sometimes teacher comes, sometimes teacher do not come. There is a very high rules that teacher has to come on time. So on time classes, highly qualified teachers. All the teachers are exceptional in their field. There are large choices for optional subjects. Let's say you want to learn quantum gravity, you can learn quantum gravity. You want to learn quantum computing, you can do that. Lasers, atomic physics, all sort of subjects that you want to learn, you can do it in IIT. Because there are so many optional subjects available. At least there was a list of 30 to 40 options when I was doing my MSc. Then there are great research facilities. Such expensive tools, and they give you on hand that you can just go and operate. And nowhere in India you get such chance where you can actually operate the tool just after learning for 1 month. Then you can operate the tool, and that kind of skill is always paying you. Will always pay you. Definitely, I can guarantee. Then brand name. So you know IIT has its own brand name. So whenever you apply, you will proudly say I am from IIT this, and then that first of all gives you self-confidence. Second, tells the other person that okay, this person is hardworking, he knows how to qualify exam, and third, he knows how to manage time. So these three signals directly go once you say I am from IIT. Then there are smart pairs. Here, maybe in your college there is no one smarter than you, but once you go to IIT, all 60 people are smart in their own way. They are not competing with each other, they are smart in their own way. Every one of them are going to make a good career because they will never going to stop. So they are smart in their own way. So you will find 60 people who are just as smart as you, but in different directions. So you will know the 60 directions in which you can go. Then events and clubs. There are so many events and clubs. I cannot start mentioning that. If you want to learn data science, there is a club. If you want to learn astronomy, there is a club. If you want to play chess, there is a club. If you want to do robotics, there is a club. If you want to do metaphysics, meta computing, so many things. There was a list that came to us, which was almost 53 clubs and you can join any 2 or 3 of them. So that list comes to every student once you join an IIT. Okay. Then social connections and recommendations. Let's say you want to go abroad, your professor will write you a good recommendation. They have a solid connections abroad. If your guide writes your recommendation, then your seat in PhD abroad is confirmed. You can assume that 110% of times you will get admission. But the only thing is your professor must like you. You must be doing good work. And then solid connections. Even if they do not recommend you for foreign degrees, even connection with those teachers is very important because they are very renowned teachers in their field. So anytime in your career you want to start your PhD degree, then you can approach these professors and your path will be much easier. I have seen many students of my batch doing PhD in IIT Delhi itself because they got a good connections with their supervisors. Okay. Then your interview is very easy. Then you will definitely qualify your interview. Your supervisor will definitely take you. Okay. So these are the added benefits. Now I will come to the point where I will discuss actually that what is IIT Jam. Now we have discussed why IIT Jam. We have given enough time. Now let's come to what is IIT Jam. Very quickly I will mention this. It is a 3-hour exam, 100 marks. When does it happen? It happens in February every year. From 7 months from now, this is our target. 7 months. 7 months from now, the exam is there. Exam will have 60 questions. Total 60 questions will be there. First 10 MCQ. Very easy MCQ. First 10, I think everyone should be able to score more than 8 questions in first 10. Each question 1 mark. If you do it wrong, -1/3 is gone. Then 20 more questions MCQ. Now, these are basically the tough questions of the exam, or you can say the questions which are put there to decide the ranks. So 20 questions, all MCQ. If you do it correctly, then 2 marks. And otherwise, you will be deducted 2/3. Then MSQ, there are going to be 10 MSQs. MSQ means multiple select. 1 or more than 1 can be correct. Again, you can see each question is of 2 marks. There is no negative marking. And then there is 10 NATs which are of 1 marks and 10 NATs which are of 2 marks. So what is NAT? Numerical integer. So you have to give an answer in a number. So it may be 30, 40, 10, 2, 6, whatever number it comes out, you have to put it on the computer screen. So one of the toughest questions is NAT because you don't have answer in hand. Second of all, your calculation should be very good. Otherwise, you will get a silly mistake. Third of all, mostly you don't get an idea what to do in NAT. So it is very important that you prepare, you do assignments which actually include NAT. Because most of the students only do assignments which has MCQ, MCQ, MCQ. That is why they are not able to score in part B and part C, and their rank does not get very nice. So you should do a very good practice of part B and part C. Not only MCQs, but both parts as well. So combined, they make 100 marks. And trust me, if you got above 50 or above 51, 52, and if you are from general, your IIT seat is almost confirmed. If exam is very easy, then you can say above 55, your IIT seat will be confirmed. So that is the target, above 55 marks out of 100. If you get this in any paper, your IIT seat will be confirmed. At least some IIT you will get. And if you definitely want top IIT, above 60. If you score above 60, your IIT in a top IIT, your admission will be confirmed. Okay, even if the paper is very easy. 60 above means IIT you will get IIT. Okay, and 55 also you will get an IIT, but maybe not a very great IIT. But if the paper is of medium level, then you can get top IIT at 55 as well. Okay, now let's move on to next part. So the next part is when does the exam happens and what are the dates. So very quickly I will mention that this is a schedule of 2022. You can see actually the dates. The exam application starts in September, October. You can fill that. Then your exam will happen in February, almost second week of February. Then your result will come in mid of March, and then afterwards in April you can apply for IITs. There is a counseling after your results. You have to apply for counseling and you have to fill the rank preference and everything. That okay, I want this IIT at number 1, this at number 2, number 3, and based on your rank and also based on your preferences, you will be given some IITs. And it's a whole long process which I can tell you any other day. Okay, So now let's come to how to prepare. So now we have discussed two things, why and what. Now let's come to how. What are the books? So I'm not going to go in very detail in the books. I have just given the names of the books. So number one book for mathematical physics, you all know H.K. Das, very famous book. Class 11th NCERT is also very important. Mechanics, H.C. Verma and S.K. Gupta, both very nice books. Oscillations and waves, N.K. Bajaj. Optics, Subramaniam. Electromagnetism, D.J. Griffiths. StatMech, many people follow Patharia, but I personally enjoy B.B. Lord because it's a very easy book. And for JAM, it's very important book. Thermodynamics, Garg, Bansal and Gauss, very, very standard book. Modern physics, Arthur Beiser. Electronics, V.K. Mehta. And solid state physics, Puri and Babbar. If you have all these books, I think you are covered. In terms of books, you are covered. You have more than sufficient material, but the only problem is these books are very lengthy. You cannot cover this in 7 months. That is a major problem. You have to cover a specific parts. You have to cover only that what is needed. You cannot cover each and every aspect of these 7 books. From each book, at max, you need 3 chapters. At max. Any book I have mentioned, you do not need 3 to 4 chapters. More than that. That's it. That is your entire syllabus. Your syllabus is very small, and 7 months, I personally feel, even if you have not prepared anything so far, 7 months is too much time for IIT Jam. It's extremely a lot. You can cover IIT Jam syllabus 3 times in 7 months, at least, because it's such a small syllabus. Let's come to the steps of the preparation. That what are the steps you should follow in your preparation? So I have made one sort of schedule for you. So this is going to be the schedule for my course. Also, this you can apply for your preparation as well. Okay, if you are preparing on your self-study, then you can use this schedule. Okay, so number one, I think first 15 days you should give to foundation. So पहले 15 दिन आपको थोड़ा सा अपने फाउंडेशन फिजिक्स के ऊपर काम करना चाहिए. फाउंडेशन फिजिक्स, फॉर एग्जांपल बेसिक मैकेनिक्स, बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स, बेसिक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, इसके लिए आप क्लास 11th एंड 12th की बुक्स को रेफर कर सकते हो. So you should spend some time on class 11th 12th book, spend some time with H.C. Verma book, or something which is your work on your basics. If you will just jump to the your exam, then it will become a very big problem. Now I know how to prepare for this. Foundation physics. This question must be coming. What foundations I should be focusing on? Right? Is this the question in your mind or not? How can I make my foundation strong in 15 days? Do you have this question in mind?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let me announce something. So free foundation course. So free foundation course of 15 days. I am starting first 15 days for free, completely free. Any student can go to my website and app. I have launched the new website. I have launched the new app. Now in those new website and app, you can review my course for free, and I will teach you foundation physics for 15 days absolutely free. I will take the lectures. I will give you notes. I will give you quizzes. I will give you everything that you need. And it has already been uploaded on the app as well as website. I can guarantee you all the basics. You keep on saying that my basics are not good. My basics are not good. Each and every student who messages me says the same thing. My basics are not good. So let's spend first 15 days in making your basics good. In 15 days, your basics will be so good that whatever you need in your JAM syllabus, you will be able to learn that very easily. I will be covering basic mathematics, basic mechanics, and basic electronics. For example, in basic mathematics, what is Dirac delta function? And other than that, what are the basic trigonometry rules? What are the tough integrations and differentiations? What are the graphs? I have made an entire session and entire detailed lectures and notes on graphs. That how you read the graph, how you actually get an information from the graph. So this foundation physics course will be free for each and every individual. Anyone can join. That is my promise to all of you. So you can join that. Next, once your foundation is done, You can also follow this schedule. This is mainly the schedule which I will be using in my course, but you can also use the schedule if you are preparing on your own. So I think 16 July to 4th August, you should be able to do mathematical physics. This much time is enough. Almost 20 days it is. So 20 days is enough for mathematics. Then up to 26th August, you can do mechanics. Then electromagnetism. Then you comes in a mid of October, you can do thermodynamics and stat mech. Then 17th October to 3 November, you can go for electronics. Then up to 21 November, you can go for modern. Then oscillations, waves and optics, solid states in the end. And then in January, you can do the revision. Now, how do I came to this schedule? Why? What is the purpose of keeping this schedule only? Why not any other schedule? One purpose. In this schedule, you can prepare for JAM, JEST, and TIFR together. If you want to prepare for all three exams, this schedule is the best, because all the important subjects which are also going to come in TIFR in December, you will cover them first, and then you will cover those subjects which are not going to come in TIFR. Then second of all, I have given enough time for each subject that you get enough time for your mid-semester exams and end semester exams. Also, you get enough time for your TIFR preparation. If you want to manage TIFR preparation with IIT Jam, you can do this with that schedule. This schedule is best suited. You can take a screenshot. I will also share this PPT afterwards. This is best working. Some people keep 3-4 months for their revision. That is completely absurd. Anything more than 1 month for revision is bad. Why? Because then it means you are not revising, you are just wasting your time. You need 1 month for revision if your preparation is solid. If your preparation is not solid, you have not done the subjects completely, then you need more time. But if you have done subjects completely, your foundation is strong, you are completing your subjects nicely, then 1 month is more than enough time for revision. Okay. Now, once we come to, we have talked about revision. Now I will tell you what should be the steps of the preparation. एक करके क्या steps होने चाहिए preparation डिटेल में, that okay, first क्या करना है, second क्या करना है, third क्या करना है. So number 1 step is covering the syllabus. When you are covering the syllabus, forget that you are preparing for exam. Just focus that you are learning physics. That should be the goal. But on the same time, you should make sure that you do not study anything which is not even a part of your JAM syllabus. You should study JAM syllabus very rigorously and as if now you are studying physics. You are not preparing for any competitive exam. If you are preparing for your own or you are doing a self-study, you can either use NPTEL or YouTube videos. There are many lectures out there on NPTEL and YouTube videos. Only problem is they are too much. They are more than necessary. So students are not able to manage that. But if you can manage yourself, if you have such a brain that you can manage, or you can identify which part of the syllabus I need or which part I don't, then you should definitely follow NPTEL or YouTube video. But remember, don't study anything which is not in your syllabus, because time is very limited. At the same time, I will say you can join my courses. This year, I have decided I will also give lectures. I will give recorded lectures in my course. I have taken new lectures. I have given almost 225 lectures. I will cover entire JAM syllabus in 225 lectures. How you will cover 225 lectures? Only 10 lectures in 1 week. That's it. If you cover 10 lectures in every week, each lecture is of 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. That's it. Only 10 lectures in 1 week and your syllabus will be done. You will know each and every concept which you need for your exam. That is how I have made the lectures. Many and lectures will come on their schedule. I have given the entire schedule in a separate PPT. I will share that PPT, that on what day which lecture will come. Then, but let's say you are preparing on your own, then you can prepare through NPTEL and YouTube. Those are also good channels. Then second step, once you see a lecture, let's say you don't need a lecture or you have done the lecture, then you need a good notes or study material. Now in notes, either you can do book is a very good way to do the problems. to study the concepts. But make sure one thing should be there in your reading material. Whatever you are reading, आप जो भी पढ़ रहे हैं, make sure उसमें बहुत से solved examples. They must have many solved examples. Let's say I study today topic, let's say infinite potential well. But I just study the infinite potential well. There were no questions at all. There were no solved examples. There were nothing in there which I can practice. Then whatever you're studying is completely waste, because then you are like you cramming the stuff. In your material, whatever you are studying, there must be good enough amount of detailed solved examples. And also there should be some questions which are easy to moderate level. Whenever you are studying your notes or your book or whatever reference material you are following, make sure those assignments or those questions should not be very tough. Those should be basic level questions so that you can practice your formulae. Those should not be like final questions, or otherwise your confidence will break down. So basic examples while studying is very important. Wherever you can get those examples, get those examples and do those examples after each topic. Because without solving problems, you cannot qualify JAM. That is my guarantee I can give you in return. Now, again, in my course, what I have decided is, I have already made this. I have made almost 60 notes, digital notes, not handwritten, printed notes. Each notes has only those topics which are there in JAM. And second, each notes has at least 50 examples. More than 20, 30, 40, 50 examples in each notes are there. So that all the questions are basic, so that basic and intermediate level. So whatever topic you are studying, you will get a very good practice of that in that chapter itself. So these questions are solved, not just questions put up there. Now, next is in the back exercise also. In each notes, I have made sure that in the back of the chapter, there is an exercise which only has answer key, which is unsolved, and you can just give it as a test or maybe as a home assignment, which you can do. And once you are able to do those questions, it will be for sure that you know the subject. Definitely you know the subject. So in each notes, there are solved examples and back exercise. Now, once, let's say you are preparing for your own, in that case, I will really suggest you, please do some solved example while you are studying. Otherwise, you will waste your time. You must have to study that topic 3-4 times then. But let's say you do solve practice in one time, then that's done. Then you will not forget that topic for a long time. Now, next step, topic wise questions, previous year questions. It is very important, very important. Now, let's say you cover a topic, let me say vector algebra. Now you covered the topic vector algebra. What should be your next step? You solve the book, you will watch the lecture. What should be the third step? You do the questions of vector algebra. Immediately after you do your subject, you have your topic, you should do the questions of vector algebra. Now I am announcing one thing which is not available anywhere. I am very proud that I am the first one who is giving this. That is topic wise PYQ in test form. You might find many PDFs where you get a topic wise PDF. Although topic wise questions are not available, but you may find subject wise. There is companies, there is institutions we know, we all love those institutions. We know they have given us top subject wise PYQs. I am giving you topic wise PYQs, not just PDFs, but in test form. So there will be an online test. Let's say on vector algebra, you can log into vector algebra test and then you can take that test of IIT Jam PYQ vector algebra. Why I'm doing this? Because then you will actually know in test like environment how to solve those questions, how to practice. You can actually check your aptitude, how much you scored in that test. What are your gaps? And all these tests are completely solved. And PYQs which I have added are from 2005 to 2023. Even this year PYQs are there because I have latestly made those in last 2 months. There are more than 30 PYQ tests. I have covered all the PYQs in 30 topic wise tests. So this is the first time someone is giving such thing to you. So you should definitely take benefit of this. But let's say I'm saying if you're preparing on your self-study, I will recommend you, once you complete your any topic, do its PYQ immediately after. That is my personal suggestion. Any topper will recommend you the same. They will also say you the same thing, which I am telling you. Now, next thing, which most of the people, I think 90% of the people are missing, which is quiz. They only do a mock test in the end, 4 to 5 mock tests, but that time it is too late. It is too late. Now you are in January and now you are doing the test. What if some problem you face? What if your concepts are weak? Or let's say you are not able to solve unsolved problems. Let's say you can do the questions in PDF, but once it comes to online screen, you are not able to do it. In that situation, I will recommend you do the topic wise PYQ, or sorry, topic wise quiz after every quiz. Let's say you gave a, you study vector algebra, take one quiz of vector algebra. Wherever you get, let's say you have some questions with you in PDF form, let's say, then set a timer and do that test. It will definitely help you. Doing questions in a time manner is very helpful. If you join my course, what I have done is, after every topic, each and every topic, I have given one quiz. After every topic, there is a quiz. And it is an online test. Each quiz will have 20 questions. 1 hour test after every topic. And these top questions do not only MCQ, they are also MSQ and NAT. So out of 20 questions, 10 are MCQ, 5 are MSQ, 5 are NAT. So you get an overall practice. There are 55 such quizzes. So you are getting 1100 questions for practice. Now you can ask any topper, if you solve 1100 questions of IIT Jam, will you qualify IIT Jam or not? He will say, yes, definitely you will qualify IIT Jam. These 1100 questions, I can tell you in last 2 months, I have gathered such beautiful questions, which were only related to IIT Jam, and they are exclusively for IIT Jam exam. Okay. And all the questions are completely solved. So even if you get any problem in solving those questions after the test, you can see the solutions immediately after the test. Okay. So, but again, if you're preparing on your own, I will recommend you give the timely quizzes. Every month, 4, 5, 6, 7 quizzes you should give. Otherwise, in the exam, you will say, I made silly mistakes, or you will say, you have done a very big blunders, or you were not able to remember what you have studied. This should not happen. Okay. I have given so many exams before I gave the JAM exam. Then only I was able to score good. Always give online exams, because your actual exam is going to be online. So try to get some online exams where you can get. In PDFs, it's completely different feeling. In online test, it's completely different. So get that feeling before your exam. Otherwise, on that day, many things can go wrong. Then last 2 steps. Now, number 1 is doubts. You are going to college. You have teachers there. Every week, make sure you get your doubts done. Because let me tell you, 90% of the students, they have no one who can clear their doubts. And that becomes a big load. They have a lot of doubts which they have in mind. And in the end, they have to study again and again from different sources to just get a simple doubt done. So go to your teachers or whatever person is available to you, just go to them and clear your doubts. If you are studying on your own, you can study on your own. There is not a big problem. If you have someone who can clear your doubts or your teacher in a college, you can do that. If you, in my course, what I do is every Sunday, I take one doubt class. I will be taking doubt class every Sunday without missing. So in the afternoon time, with each batch, let's say there is a JAM batch. With JAM batch, there will be 1 or 2 hours of class. Only JAM students will be there. And we will be discussing the doubts of whatever is done in that week. So all your doubts get cleared in that week only. Doubts do not go to next week or even next week. They get cleared within that week. That's it. So that your mind is at ease. You can relax. Okay. Now, last step is test series. So as I mentioned, in January, you should do revision. Now, in January, when you are doing revision, you should solve 5 more. 5 means 5, not 4, not 6. 5 mock tests. You should analyze those mock tests. Those mock tests should be actually of the level of IIT Jam exam. They should not be random papers. They should be very good papers, which are actually of IIT Jam level. 5 papers should be enough. If you have 5 papers and give them in online format, don't give them in a PDF format. Otherwise, what will happen is you will be in habit of writing the numbers, but in actual exam you have to type in the numbers. In NTA you will make many mistakes if you will not get a good practice of that, how to solve them, scientific calculator, so on and so forth. Give this 5 full mock test anywhere, whatever test series you want to buy. If you buy my course, test series is already included in that. So in August itself, I will not wait till January. In August itself, I will give you the 5 tests and you can give them anytime you want. But I will recommend, even if you join my course, give them in January. That will be the best time to give the mock test. Then you can actually see what is your level in the exam. You can work there. If you're making some sort of silly mistakes or something, you can work, and by the 5th test, you will have a very solid confidence that I am going in the exam and my scores in the mock test is more than 50. So in actual exam also, it will go above 60. So that kind of confidence, when you will go in the exam, you will score even more than 70, because now you have confidence. You will not shake in the exam. Whatever you do the 5 mock tests at least. That is necessary. I also did I think 6 to 7 mock tests during my preparation. Every time I gave an exam, I always give mock test. Otherwise, in exam, you go crazy. You make so many mistakes that you cannot even see that what is going on. Now, other than that, I will recommend each and every student to prepare for JEST and TIFR exam as well. Why? The reason being, if you prepare for TIFR and JEST, your knowledge is much more than JAM. And once your knowledge is much more than JAM, and you have solved the PYQs of TIFR and JEST, and then once you come on to JAM again, or you come to JAM syllabus, you will see that you are actually getting better understanding of your JAM syllabus. Also, TIFR and JEST can give you a backup option. Let's say you don't qualify IIT. So what? You can go to NISER Medical Physics. Such a beautiful institute, 100% placements. So you can go to that institute as well. You can go to ISERS, you can go to IISc, so many options, TIFR, so many institutes that will give you backup option. And once you score good in TIFR and JEST, trust me, you are done with your GATE syllabus, you are done with your NET syllabus, you will definitely do very good in your GATE and also in NET. So every student must prepare for your JEST and TIFR as well. Even so, you should be able to manage that. Okay, I have given a schedule to you. If you will follow that schedule, definitely you will be able to manage, because there is enough time in between. I have made 2 courses. I have made one course on IIT Jam and one separate course on JEST and TIFR. But I have also made one combined course. In which we are preparing for IIT Jam, TIFR and JEST, all 3. If you are only preparing for JAM, then you can only take the JAM course if you want. But if you are preparing for all 3, you can take this course in which we are preparing for all 3. Now, in all 3, this is my tension that when to give you which topic. I have made entire schedule. You can go on the website and see the entire schedule on which day we will be covering which topic. 110% it is written there. Okay, on 1 October, but what topic will be coming? I will be studying for TIFR or I will be studying for JEST. Every month that schedule will come, because now 7 months are left. After this month, 6 months will be left. Then I will release 6 months plan. Right now I have released 7 months plan. So you can see that plan that, okay, this day I should do this. These notes will come on this day. This lecture will come on this day. And by TIFR exam, your TIFR preparation will be done. Your JAM preparation will be done before JAM. Your JEST preparation will be done before JEST. And you will be scoring good ranks. And trust me, I am opening up the new platform and I'm looking for sincere students who are willing to give 3 to 4 hours every day, because I need ranks. I need students who can give me ranks and who can say actually that this course has helped us. I'm looking for those students who can actually sit with me on every Sunday in a doubt class and get their doubts clear, and every week they can work. I do not want people who can just take the course and then go and then they sleep and then they prepare for MBA and so on and so forth. I need the people who really want to prepare for IIT Jam and JEST and TIFR. Okay. But I will recommend you very strongly, you must have a very good revision plan. Until unless you have a good revision plan, you can fail very hardly. Why? Because then you don't have things in your mind which should be there. So how do you revise throughout your journey? Not just in January, but you have to make some revisions in between as well. Some short revisions. Do short revisions. Revise your notes someday. Do some sort of assignments. Okay. Now, and in the end, give five full mock tests. That should be the plan. Okay. Now, last thing which I saw in many questions, many people asked in the Google form that how to manage BSc. This is a big issue. I can really understand that managing BSc and IIT Jam preparation is a tough. So I'm going to give you a very practical approach. Number one, every day go to class. Do not miss classes at least till October and November. Go to class daily and make sure you make a very good notes in the class and you actually understand everything in the class. Even if not everything, at least you have a good notes. Whatever teacher is writing on the blackboard or whatever he or she is speaking, you must write that down on your notebook. And whatever the classwork is given to you, let's say any assignment is there, or let's say anything which is there, some home take assignment, some project, something, do that in your college itself. Do not bring any college work home or to your hostel. Try to solve or try to do your college work in college itself. I used to do this. I used to ask so many questions in class that the class used to go at the speed of my speed. Teacher used to teach at my speed because as long as she goes fast or he goes fast, I used to ask question. And then she has to slow down or he has to slow down. Then he explains me. So do this. Ask many questions so that class goes at your speed. Also, you will be remain attentive in the class. You will be making good notes in the class, because teacher will be looking at you all the time. I got so popular because of doubts. Any day I used to not go to college, teacher used to ask, Aaryan didn't came today. That should be your approach, because then your classwork will be done in classwork itself. I only used to study before exams, 3-4 days before the exams. That's it. I used to study 3-4 hours before the exam, days before the exam. And then I also topped my BSc. Also in my MSc also, I had very good marks. I had excellent marks. And BSc I topped. Now, next point I will say, people ask how many hours we should study. So I will very strictly say, if you study daily 3-4 hours for JAM for next 6-7 months, or even let's say 4-5 months, you will qualify JAM with a very good rank. This is all you need, not more, not less. Every week, 25 to 30 hours. That's it. If you are doing this, if you're giving this, then your rank is secured. I have done JAM with a good rank with this much study only. I don't used to study more than this. But every night or every evening, whenever you get a free time, after getting some sleep after the college, once you wake up, you have to give 3-4 hours in isolation. Okay. Then if you are doing this every day, trust me, in next 6 months, you will be so strong in physics, you will say, I will make a very good career in physics. Your basic concept will be so strong. I can tell you, during my JAM preparation, I made my basics so strong that when I'm teaching today, I am actually realizing that how strong my basics are. When I was a student, I didn't realize that. Now I'm realizing that, okay, the things which I used to study for JAM, now they're helping me, because now my in-depth knowledge of physics is too good. So even if you want your in-depth physics to be good, then you should spend 3-4 hours for next 6-7 months on a good books, good notes, syllabus of IIT Jam. You will definitely get a good background. I can say students waste most of their time on their exams. Let's say you are doing very good in your JAM preparation. You are definitely doing well in your, and then exams comes, everything goes away. Doesn't this happen? You are preparing very nicely, and then college exams are announced, and all of your consistency goes away. Has this happened to you? Does this happen, or is it happen to me only? To me only? Has this happened? Does this happen to you? That exams of BSc comes, and then your consistency is not there anymore. So I will say, if you're really honest with you, and then you are really taking the classes daily, all you need is 1 week. So study only 1 week before the exam. If by doing so, if you fail in exam, just fail. then you just fail. Or you get less marks, but do not study in it for your college exams more than 1 week. If you are doing so, you are wasting your life, because college exams are not going to give you anything. Giving more than 1 week to your college exams, before exams, whatever time exam remains there, you can give your exams, but before exams, only study 4, 5 or 1 week, 4, 5 days or 1 week at max. That's it. Don't start studying for college exams 2 week, 3 week before. That is the point where, so let's say your all, including all exams, should not be wasting more than your 25 days in a semester. You should plan accordingly that it should waste 25 to 30 days. That's it. If you can manage that in less than this time, then you can qualify Jam. But if it is wasting 45, 50 days, 60 days, then it will become very difficult for you to manage. And in last, I would say, don't change strategies every day. What happens is, these days, I would say, I can guarantee you, I can give you in written. When I was preparing, there was no distractions. And it is just 3-4 years ago. There were no distractions in terms of what? Not Instagram, in terms of free material. Free material, that is the biggest distraction of today. There was no free material when I was studying. Almost no free material. The assignments which were free, they did not had answer keys, and even if some had answer keys, they had questions wrong. So many problems were there. These days you can get free lectures, and those lectures, when you open, they are 300-400 lectures, and each lecture is 1 hour, and those lectures are useless for you. Why? Because you don't need to study this much. Then there are so many assignments, there are so many coaching institutes which opened up. I can guarantee you, 3 years back when I opened Physics by Aaryan, there were only 2. One was CED and one was physics. These days, everyone has their own Jam institute, and then they are giving on assignments. They just give you 2-3 assignments, then they stop giving. And those 2-3 assignments become a distraction for you, that I have to complete this also, I have to complete that also. Stick to one plan. Decide your study material. Decide your study material. And but leave all the Telegram groups. Leave all the groups which are unnecessary for you. Do not listen to the people unnecessarily. They are posting random doubts. CSR net in Jam notes, I'm seeing CSR net topics. I'm seeing CSR net questions, just questions in Jam notes. Why they are there in Jam notes? They are distracting the students. Free material is very dangerous. If you have a very good quality free material, for example, free PDF of good books, that is called the quality material. If you have a very good notes which are dedicatedly for Jam, that is the good free material. If you have random notes, random assignments, you go to any group, any file section, you will see at least more than 500 assignments these days. You cannot solve this much. So stick to one plan, stick to one strategy, stick to one study material, and stick to it. Revise it, solve it properly, go in depth of the questions, that what has been asked in the question, and practice it nicely. That will actually give you a good confidence. Very last thing which I will mention, do not get burned out. Take a breaks. Every year what I do is, I really enjoy to do it with my batch students. I take random classes and we do not study. We just spend time with each other. We talk with each other. We talk about life. We talk about astronomy. We talk about Netflix, new movies, so that student get relaxation. Student get socialized. Student make friends. Student be friends with each other. They are still friends. My last year batch mates, 2 of them are in same IIT. They are very good students. They are very good friends now. Take Sunday as break. In my course, I only take doubt class on Sunday. Nothing else. Just take doubt class and then go and relax. Sleep. Get your sleep done. Eat properly. Talk with your family. Watch some Netflix movie. Spend some time on Instagram. Okay. Give some time to your girlfriend or boyfriend. Whatever you want to do, just do that. Okay. But take your Sundays free. Otherwise, you will become a robot and you will not realize. Okay. So that is main priority. Regular, consistent, not highly intense, that one day I study too much and then I am not able to maintain the consistency. I have seen many students who come to me with a great excitement. They say, okay, sir, every day I will tell you how many questions I did. I say, okay, please send me daily. First day they say, okay, sir, I did 30 questions. Second day 30, third day 30, fourth day no reply. 3 days they do 30 questions. Fourth day they stop messaging me. The reason? Because they cannot face even one problem. Once the problem comes, let's say you wasted 2 days. Now do another 30. No, they will not resume their strategy. They will make a new strategy. Now it's new strategy. If you waste 2 days, they will change the strategy. They will not resume the strategy. You have to resume. Let's say you stopped for 2 days. Now start again. Don't make a new strategy at all again. So that is what I am telling you. If you follow these things, I have actually followed these things and I have got the JAM rank with the minimum efforts. I am not a kind of person who will tell you that, okay, do 500, watch 500 lectures, take 4 hours of live classes every day with me. That is what needed for JAM. No, if you're taking 4-hour live classes with me, then I'm not your family. Okay, I do not spend too much time with you. Okay, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour classes, recorded lectures, at max 90 minutes. That is enough. I have done with that much. If someone is telling you you need more than that, then I don't know why you need more than that. Why you need to go actually to offline classes or something like that. People spend like 1 lakh rupees these days, 30,000 for fees, 30,000 for living arrangements and so on. No, don't do these things. This is not required. If someone is providing you good course, let's say other than me, there are many people who are providing good courses. Let's say they are providing online good course. Just take that and stick to that. Stick to one person. Even if it's not me, someone else, stick to them. But don't waste your time here and there. Okay. Now, any questions that you have in mind, I will be very happy to answer questions. Last thing which I can mention you is that I have started the enrollment. Today I have officially launching my website. So you can go to my website officially from today. What is my website name? www.physicsbyaaryan.com. You can go to this website. I have made many interesting sections as well. I have made careers in physics section. So if you want to see what careers are there in physics, you can go to my website. You can see all the courses which I am offering on my website. Also, I am launching the new app today. App is live. You can search Physics by Aaryan on Google or App Store and you will get the app. In app, you will get first 15 days of foundation physics completely free. This will actually help you in making your basics very strong. So I will really recommend you attend this 15 days of free content. It will help you. There are so many notes, so many quizzes. I will be also taking lectures. So enjoy that. You can take that. And if you want to take a full course, I have decided that I will not increase the fees. I will keep the fees very minimum. It is less than anyone is offering. Anyone. And this many facilities. So for JAM, fees is only 3,000 rupees. And if you want to take all 3 courses, let's say JAM, just in TIFR, fees is only 4,000. That's it. It's one-time fees. It's valid for whole year. It's not like that you have to pay every month or something like that. 3,000 one time done. You don't have to pay any fees further. You don't need to buy any other tests. You don't need to buy any other material. Everything will be covered in this. That's it. And let's say you are a first year student or second year student and you want more than 1 year of course. Let's say you want more time of the course. Then every year you can extend your validity. You can easily extend your validity of the course by just paying 999 every year. If you want, let's say I want to increase the validity of my course for 1 year, you don't have to pay the full fees again like other institutions. You just have to pay 999 and your validity will be increased by 1 year. Okay. And if you are only 1 year student, third year student or dropper student, one very solid recommendation for you. I am looking for a person who can work with me and who can get me rank. If you are one of those, join the course and get in touch with me. We will work together. We will either get a rank together or we will either fail together. That is my promise. We will fail together. If we will fail, we will both fail. But if we will get rank, we both will get a rank. Last year, almost 16 people got into IIT and I was not even giving the lectures. You can go and see their messages, how thankful they were. This year, I am even taking the lectures. So I am at least targeting more than 15 people in under 100. Not just rank IITs, under 100. If you have capability, I mean hardworking capabilities. Every day, 3-4 hours, come to me. I'm looking for you. Okay. Any questions you have now? I'm open for you now.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me, guys.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, it's kind of a personal issue.
Yeah.
Sometimes I face like I get very overwhelmed and overexcited with such kind of motivations, and after some like in the start of the course or in the span area. But after sometimes as I move forward with the course and with the syllabus, it becomes kind of I somehow became overconfident about myself that yes, I'm able to solve all these type of questions. So it's good. I can get a rank over it. But in that overconfident, what I do is that I get into my imagination and I kind of like debunk all my preparation which I was going through thoroughly. And by the time as the exam approaches, I get very panic over it and I then regret all the stuff what I had done. So how to cope up with the overconfidence and how to like manage everything, whether I am able to solve the questions, whether I am not able to, is there any kind of like mishaps in the concepts or not, I'll be able to clear it or not.
Two things. Number one, this happens to everyone. At least with me, this happens a lot. But this should not happen beyond some certain limit. There is a limit to that. It happens to me also, but there is a limit to that. I get confident and maybe I start feeling good and then I don't work on that day. But it should happen only for one day, not more than that. Second thing, if you're saying that after some time you lose confidence because you start solving problems, then I feel there can be two problems. Number one, you are only focusing on IIT Jam, right? You are thinking once your IIT Jam is done, then you stop preparing for, or let's say your topic is done, then you stop preparing. But let's say you are also preparing for TIFR along with your just and TIFR. Then I can guarantee you one question of TIFR can spend one day for you. Some questions are so good that they can take entire day. So whenever you feel that, okay, I am almost there, don't reach almost till Jam. Reach at least 10 steps beyond Jam so that even if you fail, you at least land on Jam. Don't just go and touch Jam. You have to go 10 steps beyond Jam. That is what I did. If you would have talked to me regarding after my Jam, then you would have, I gave many IISER interviews after my Jam. I qualified almost 3 out of 4 interviews. Why? Because my depth of knowledge was good. So you should focus on that, okay, once my Jam topic is done, I will focus on just and TIFR, and then surround yourself with the good people. Don't surround yourself with the only coaching teachers, I would say. Surround yourself with the people who have actually done things in their lives, right? So then you will get to know so many things which are there to be done, and then you will not waste your time. I want to waste my time, but I'm not able to waste my time. Why? Because there are so many things I know which I can do. Even while I do not remember when was the last time I just sat down and watched TV. I do not remember that time. Why? Because whenever I'm watching TV, I'm also doing something. I'm also doing something on computer. I do not remember the last time when I hanged out, chilled out. I was not chilled. I'm not chilled out from last 2-3 years. Why? Because now I know so many things which can be done in physics career, in other careers, so many things. If you see, there is no one out there who can tell you so many things. UPSC geophysics, semiconductor industry, coaching industry. Why? Because I'm exploring too much. That is, you can create your own journey, man. Just go on Google and create your own journey and then share that journey with the people. People will respect you like hell. That should be your goal. Touching Jam is not. So in that way also, you will also remain consistent with Jam also. Because once you are in a kind of a loop where you work every day, then you work every day. Then you will also cover Jam every day. So get into that kind of loop where you want to waste your time, but you are not able to waste your time.
Thank
and
you,
how
sir.
does that happen? Just when you are dreaming, just dream it in front of Google. That's it. Because Google will distract you, man. It will distract you, like it will give you so many things. then you will realize, okay, there are so many things to be done and I have so much less time.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, anything else?
Sir, one more question.
Yeah.
Sir, like being a first year student, so if I enroll into your course,
Yeah.
so what should be my approach towards the course? Like there are some subjects which are not yet taught to me, which are like totally new. They might be totally new towards me. So how should I treat your course as a first year student? Should I follow
So
the
first of
same?
all, I would say I am really looking for first year students because you have 3 years with you, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, in my course with first year students, what I have planned actually is 3 things. Sorry, 2 things. Number 1, you will not be doing entire syllabus in 6 months. That is for sure. You will be spending 3 months on one subject along with your BSc. Okay, but you have an extra assignment that is for sure is there. That assignment is, let's say you are studying 2 subjects in your BSc. For example, let's take an example, optics and electromagnetism. You are studying this in your BSc. Then you have to tell me which book you are studying very precisely, that I am going to do these books in my semester. And then you have to send me the solution of each and every question of that book. Each and every question. Whatever question you are not able to solve, we will cover that in doubt class. But you have to solve each and every question of that book. Along with that, you have to cover one subject in every 3 months, which will be available on the course website and app. You have to do one subject in 3 months. And other than that, all the questions of one book, not all the chapters, but the important chapters of that book, you have to do it. That is what I'm thinking for first year and second year student. Okay.
Yes, sir. So, sir, it will be the same, like this will be the same course as it is shown in the screen, right?
Yeah, course will be same. But that extra assignment I will give you on Telegram. Okay. I will take the submission from you on the Telegram.
Got it, sir.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me. Any other question? Hi, hello, bro. Is there any age limit regarding TIFR and just I'm 23 now? Can I still try for those exams? Yes, you can try. I know many friends who are above 28 and they are in TIFR and they gave the exam and they qualified. There is no age limit. Sir, how to join your foundation physics course? Okay, I can show you that actually. I can share my screen. If you can see the screen, I can very quickly show you how you can join. Can you see my screen? Anyone can tell me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me come to this and let me search here. So you will search www.physicsbyaaryan.com. If you search this and wait for 1 minute because of internet, yeah, it will open up a website like this. Okay, now there are courses here, all the features here, testimonials of the students and all that thing, my team members. Now, if you can go to courses, you can see here actually, there is a IIT Jam course, which you can see, as I mentioned, 3,000 rupees. You can open that course. Now, if you open this course, just wait a moment. There are 2 options. Either you can buy the course now, or you can enroll for free. When you enroll for free, they will ask you for sign in. You can sign in with your Google ID. Let's say I'm signing in with Aaryan Mehra, my Google ID, and you can sign in. It will take like 10 seconds. And then I am already enrolled. Yeah, I am already enrolled because, as you know, I have already enrolled myself. So what you can do is you can log in. If you are already enrolled, you can log in. So once you log in, you will get your own dashboard. This is your dashboard. So you can see this is IIT Jam course. If you open it, the course will open up. Now, once you open up the course, you will get all the messages. Number 1 message is how you can take the full benefit. Then you can see the full schedule. I will make this available. full schedule. I think it is locked. I will open it up. You can see the full schedule, and then you will see the foundation physics. Now you can see all the foundation physics content, all the content. For example, purpose of foundation physics. What is the purpose? Then you can see the notes. The notes I was mentioning. Graphical analysis notes. You can see all the graphs which you need, how to study the graphs, what are the important graphs in physics, so on and so forth. All these notes are there, digital notes, and in the end there are exercises as well. So you get a practice as well. Now examples, you can see solved examples are there, and then all these questions are there which you can practice. Then there is a quiz. Then you can take a quiz on graphical analysis. I can show you the quiz as well. This is how the quiz works. Yeah, you can work on these quizzes. There are 20 questions in each quiz. You can take the quiz, and all the content is of the foundation physics is free. So you can take all the content of foundation physics for free. Lectures will come on their schedule. So I will share that schedule, that on which day which lecture will come. I have already prepared the schedule. I will just send it after the lecture. So all this you can see, basic mathematics, direct delta function, spherical polar coordinate system, cylindrical polar coordinate system, Taylor series, limits and continuity, basic mechanics, kinematics, friction and force and friction, then work power energy, rotational motion, gravitation, basic electronics. All these have lectures, notes. Let's see basic electronics notes. You can see any notes you want. I have uploaded all the notes. You can see this current electricity notes. Solved examples are there, notes are there. All these things you can access for free in foundation physics. But if you want to do it for all the subjects, you have to buy. That is the rule. Then you can buy the course. It will show you some message like this that you have to purchase.